we were changing Indy, and this little guy right here.
Indy, look at Indy. I'm wanting you in
Indy,
right
man.
now.
Ooh. Yeah, that little guy over there was over here trying to get to this bush right here. And Allie says she's seen him multiple times.
I want to go in that bush.
Me too.
Because I always go in there.
Yeah, me too, bud. Hey, snake. There he goes. Now he's anywhere. We just took Indy to a baby chiropractor, right? Or massage therapist? Chiropractor. First off, never knew that existed. Probably I guess we should do the backstory of why we had to do that.
Yeah.
So obviously we had to have Indy with Allie being induced because she's old. Battery's about to die. I need to switch the other camera.
Obviously I was induced and Indy came out really, really fast, which could be traumatizing on babies, you know, just like the whole birth experience. It's a lot for a baby. But she also had her cord wrapped around her neck, which
we've talked
came
about
with a lot of different things as well. I've noticed that she has trouble nursing on one side of me, which is my right side. And she stiffens up, like she stiffens her arms and stiffens her legs. We used to say these things like in the beginning, if you go back and you look at videos where we're like, oh my gosh, her neck is so strong. Look at her holding her neck up.
She's doing that.
She's standing straight up. Look at her. She's so strong. I noticed she started getting a little bit more fussy. She's very gassy. Like her farts would knock a grown man on his feet.
I've always joked. Her farts literally smell like an 80-year-old man's farts. They will not. There's been times where I've been changing her and I have to tap in Allie because
she'll fart. I'm telling you, it will knock you off your feet. It's really intense. Like
especially when she does it in your face.
So she has really bad farts.
Sorry, Andy, if you're watching this when you're older.
She hiccups all the time. Sometimes she has trouble nursing. Like there's just like a lot of like things that I was like, okay.
Head tilt.
She tilts her head. The only time she really slumps herself, like gets comfortable, is when she is about to fall asleep. And we've talked with our pediatrician, and they have said, you know, that's normal, blah, blah, blah. But coincidentally, so we've had all these people have mentioned, like, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I think you guys even saw one time, I mentioned it, I believe, in the vlog about how, like what are your thoughts on chiropractic work with children? You know, some people said it's amazing. Some people said do physical therapy first, blah, 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 blah. So we obviously talked to our pediatrician about it. She said, try these stretches, wonderful pediatrician, and see if that helps. Nothing was helping.
For me, I think once we knew what to do for stretching, I started noticing, like her legs, when we would do the pumping legs, I never noticed it, but when we were supposed to do the pumping of the legs, I was noticing that I was kind of fighting her to do it.
It was like one leg would be super, it was like she was pushing with all her might, like if she was at the gym pushing like 500 pounds, like I mean like really, really intense. We took Remy to obviously her dentist appointment yesterday, and the dentist was like, you know, we both had our babies, and she was like, how's your baby?
That's
and
same age too,
same age. How's your baby? How are you sleeping? And I kind of told her like, oh, you know, I'm having like some sleepless nights recently, especially recently. She's like, is she happy? I'm like, yeah, she's a really happy baby, but she has been having trouble at night sleeping, and she's been a little extra fussy recently. And she started naming off these things, all these things that I did not prompt her to say.
Yeah, we said nothing about it.
I said nothing, absolutely nothing. Let me guess, her bowel movements are off. She only eats on one side. She's very stiff. She stands like she's like
hiccups.
You know, she has hiccups. She's super gassy. Like the gas is so insane. You know, all these things. And I'm like, yes, actually, every single thing that you said is exactly what's going on.
Once she hit gassy, I looked at Allie. I was like,
yeah, like she's like, let me guess, she has really bad hiccups. And I say, yeah, she has terrible hiccups. You know, random. Like she's had hiccups. She's had hiccups since she was in my womb.
Belly, yeah.
She said, I think you should have you considered going to a chiropractor? When she said something to us, Tara and I got into the car. You know, she gave us a card. She turned around, gave us a card. She's like, go to this place. Swear I take my kid. It has been a game changer for him. He was the same exact way, and he's not like that anymore. So we got into the car and we started talking.
Mm-hmm. Immediately, we were like, yeah, we're going to do this. we were hesitant, I think, at first before talking to her dentist.
Which sounds crazy.
Yes.
You're like, why is the dentist convincing you not your pediatrician?
Oh no, I mean it was just that she said every single thing in a relatable like manner. A doctor, our pediatrician's awesome, but like
fabulous.
They don't have they have kids, but I don't think they have the kids the exact same situation. I think that's what kind of hit.
And they weren't against. It's not like they were against it, but they were like, try this, see if this helps. Because a lot of times,
you got to try everything.
She might be colicky. She might be this. She might be that. Because they did notice when we went to the pediatrician that she was favoring a side, and it was very, very tense. But that's also not their job. They are not like a chiropractor's not a pediatrician, and vice versa.
We're always nervous about it because we think chiropractor like cracking and doing that. We're like, yeah, we're not gonna do our 3-month-old with their bones like that.
Never.
So then we looked into it more and we realized it's more of like pressure points.
Pressure points, well, like
massaging, the
nervous system.
It was really, so we took in, the main point of what we're saying is we took Indy for her first appointment. Amazing place, amazing staff, and you could see the doctor or a therapist doing the massaging, and you can kind of see almost then where she was like, it changed like almost not instantly. It's going to be probably like a month or two or something like that.
Well, no, they said, I forget what they said. It's based, they have care plans, but they said it usually takes because she was, and this is crazy. Somebody in the comment section mentioned, I think Indy has torticollis. She said that she is, when they talk about what torticollis is, that is exactly what she has. She's not like a minor version of it. She's not like a little bit. She has torticollis. That baby, that's what she has, and
that's the second time viewers have diagnosed something on our videos.
Yes.
You had
and so
Allie
thank you, whoever mentioned that.
That's what prompted us to look into things like this. So we did obviously all our research before going because we wanted to make sure we would not put Indy in any danger or a situation to where it might affect her later in life. And after a lot of research and talking with people, I am so glad we did it because when they were adjusting her, massaging her, you could look in her face and you could start seeing the difference. Like she was so angry, and then the girl just kind of massaged her in a certain way, and like you could see her giggle.
Well, what was interesting is like I went in thinking it was going to be like, you know, they tested her nervous system. It goes green, yellow, orange, red, and she's supposed to be in the green. She was down in the orange yellow area. So she was way below where she was supposed to be. But basically, they put this little thing on her ear to test her nervous system and see how it's like reacting. And then they took this other thing where they go up and down her back.
She did not like that one.
They were like, listen, she needs to be adjusted today. Like it's not what you would think a typical adjustment would be. It's like maneuvering. She's used that word. She was like manipulating.
She just showed us like how the pressure.
It's like this, it's very gentle.
It's like if you were to touch her skin, maybe that's it. That's all it was.
It was the most pleasant, informative, wonderful experience I think for Indy, and I think obviously informative and wonderful for us. You could see when they laid her down and they were explaining things to us. I'm like, holy cow! Like I saw it before, but like I really do see it. You know, it makes you as a parent, it makes you feel so bad. You know, because
this is such a interesting thing.
It is, and I always thought of chiropractic work, you know, for a long time. And I'm gonna be honest, like as like it's you go to it and you go to chiropractic work and you're gonna have to do it for the rest of your life because they keep cracking in and that's not good for you. But it's not really cracking, it's like adjustment, and I have to like get that into my head. It's an adjustment.
I guess what we're just basically trying to say is if you experience your kid, I guess if you're colicky and burping a lot, maybe go check it out too. But if you have a kid or a child or an infant or a baby or however you want to describe it, might be an option to go look into. We're not doctors. Obviously, don't take our opinion. We're just sharing our experience, and you know, hopefully, maybe I'll ask them if we can start like documenting the situation and sharing that. I'm pretty sure because they're like
they seem like they would be really.
They'd be all about it.
An individual that I know that works there, that I'm like, I always kind of had this like misconstrued idea of what they would be doing on a child, especially an infant, and they said that their primary clients are pregnant mothers.
And
infants, children, and then post-op postpartum moms.
Yep, it was really cool, and they had play sets. So Remy will probably come with us next time.
But it was a great experience, and I'm so happy that we did our research and we decided to go. And
check it out, guys. I mean, look into it. Maybe it might help.
It was wild, and thank you for everyone who honestly gave us those recommendations.
Thank you. Honestly, I love the internet. Sometimes it's beautiful, and sometimes it's a shit show. But this was awesome. So thank you. And Indy is going to be. Oh, she is passed out. Yeah, she is passed out. So the pizza guy is throwing tomatoes at the girls.
And pepperonis, here they come!
We have fun here. You're gonna get a bill for that later.
Oh, it's cheese.
Ooh, say cheesy peasy.
Throw cheese at us.
Probably.
All right, kiddos, let's go.
I want to keep
Yummy!
You wanted to throw away the entire pizza, don't you?
Oh,
Next thing you know, you see a pizza flop against it.